Hi, boys and girls. It's good to see you all today. We've got a story from Jesus Storybook Bible that I'd like to share with you today. You know what Jesus Storybook Bible is, right? I'm sure a lot of you have it at home. If not, you're in for a treat. Our story today is called A New Beginning. It's from Genesis chapter 6 through 9, and it's about Noah's Ark. Let's dig in. Time passed, and many people filled the earth. Everyone everywhere had forgotten about God and were only doing bad things all the time. God's heart was filled with pain when he saw what had happened to the world he loved. Everywhere was disease and death and destruction, all the things that God hates most. Now Noah was God's friend, which was odd in those days because no one else was. Noah listened to God. He talked to God. He just loved being with God, like you do with your best friend. Noah, God said, things have gone wrong. People have filled my world with hate instead of love. They are destroying themselves and each other and my world. I must stop them. First, we'll build an ark. Do you know how to build an ark? Neither did Noah. Luckily, God knew and he would show him how. This is Noah looking at the plans that God gave him. Seems pretty crazy to me. A storm is coming, God told Noah, but I will rescue. I promise. I'll send the animals to you, ones that creep and crawl and slither and slime and gallop and hop and bound and climb. And don't forget to pack everyone's food. The storm was going to wash away all the hate and sadness and everything that had gone wrong and make the world clean again. God had thought up a way to keep Noah safe, but Noah would have to trust God and do exactly what God told him. So Noah built an ark, which is kind of like a really big boat. Noah's neighbors came out to watch and point and laugh because they didn't believe Noah about the boat or the storm or needing to be rescued. And Noah must have looked pretty silly. His boat was in the desert. The desert was nowhere near the sea, and there wasn't even a cloud. Why would anyone need an umbrella, let alone a boat? Here's the people. They're pointing and laughing. Here's Noah, way up tall, building his ark. That must be really scary to build that when everyone else is making fun of you. But Noah didn't mind so much what other people thought. He minded what God thought. So he just did what God told him to do. When the ark was ready, God said, "All aboard!" And Noah's family and all the animals climbed inside. Then God shut the door. Here's Noah. Here's all these animals. Can you imagine a boat full of these animals? That had to be pretty stinky and probably loud. It started raining. For minutes, that joined into hours, that joined into days, that joined into weeks and weeks. The rain joined into puddles, that joined into rivers, joining into lakes, that joined into a flood that covered the whole world. Their boat that had once seemed so big suddenly seemed very small. But in the middle of the huge storm and the crashing waves and all the thunder and lightning, through it all, God was with them. And God kept them safe for 40 long days and 40 long nights. Finally, the rain stopped. The sun came out, and Noah threw open all the windows. "Hooray!" everyone shouted. Noah sent his dove out to explore, and it wasn't long before she brought him back a fresh olive leaf. Everyone knew exactly what that meant. She had found a tree and land. The water was going down. Wow, can you imagine? At last, the boat landed quite suddenly on top of a great mountain. As soon as it was safe, God said, "Out you come." And so they did. Everyone skipping and dancing onto dry land. The first thing Noah did was to thank God for rescuing them, just as he had promised. And the first thing God did was make another promise. I won't ever destroy the world again. And like a warrior who puts away his bow and arrow at the end of a great battle, God said, "See, I've hung up my bow in the clouds." And there in the clouds, just where the storm meets the sun, was a beautiful bow made of light. It was a new beginning in God's world. It wasn't long before everything went wrong again. But God wasn't surprised. He knew this would happen. That's why, before the beginning of time, He had another plan, a better plan. A plan not to destroy the world, but to rescue it. A plan to one day send His own Son, the rescuer. God's strong anger against hate and sadness and death would come down once more, but not on His people or His world. No, God's war bow was not pointing down at His people. It was pointing up into the heart of heaven. There it is, a rainbow as a reminder. And that is good news, boys and girls. Okay, what a great story that was. We do have a couple of questions to go over if you want to listen and answer along. Okay, are you ready? Here's the first one. Who was God's friend who built an ark? Remember? Noah. Good job. That's right. Did God flood the earth because everyone had forgotten about God? He did. Yeah, you're right. How did God keep Noah and his family and all the animals safe? What did He do? What did He tell Noah? To build an ark. Exactly. Did Noah listen to God or to people? He listened to God. Yep. Who should we listen to in our lives? Yeah, we should listen to God, and we can also listen to people who follow God, our brothers and sisters. How many days were they in the ark? 40 days, 40 nights. That's a long time. What sign did God give Noah to show His promise to never destroy earth again? What was it? Like a bow and arrow? A rainbow. Very good. God later sent someone else to save the world. Who did God send? What's His name? Jesus. I knew y'all'd get that one. Can Jesus be our rescuer? Yes. Yes, He can, boys and girls. Jesus is our rescuer. Thank you so much for joining me with Story Time today. I look forward to doing this again. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.